So my mom put it on the paper. She hand wrote it on the paper. But the reason it's on the paper is because of Anastasia.
So I am calling this initiative the Living Verse, Hometown Roots. And there's a couple of reasons why I'm doing this. The first reason is I actually applied to be the Illinois State Poet Laureate last year. Nice. I didn't get it, but I applied. And one of the questions was, how are you promoting poetry in your community and how are you making it accessible for all? The second reason is my husband, he moved here in 2020. And still to this day, people ask me, why would you move here to Decatur? Why Decatur? And it was really disheartening because I was born and raised here and I love it here.
Yeah.
But for someone that's just moving here, that's really discouraging. Imagine a family moving here and thinking they made a mistake. Like, why would I move my family here?
Yeah.
So I thought if I could use the power of poetry to help share the beauty in our community, like if someone's new here and they've never been to Tournesol before, they could read this story and just feel welcome to come in. So that's kind of how I created this project. Yeah.
So she made, and how it became in the window, she made a post initially on Facebook asking if there were any local stores that were interested in speaking with her about having a poem. I didn't really know what that meant. I didn't know if that meant she was going to give me like 4 lines and I was going to be like, great, this is so cute. Like, I had no idea what that meant. But I immediately said, yeah, I want to sit down with you because I knew who she was and I loved her as a human being.
Yes.
So I wanted to at least meet with her and see what that meant. She asked me just a myriad of questions about who I was initially as the store owner who took this over, because I had took it over in 2025. My mom ran it for 25 years prior to me. So then she asked me a few questions about my family running it prior to me.
Okay.
And she created art with it. I feel like she asked me some simple questions and it lived inside her, and she created art that I can't do.
Yeah.
But what the art I can do is I do large scale art. My love is doing structural art in displays. So when she did it, I knew that it wasn't something that should just be printed and framed somewhere inside my shop for only me to see or somebody who came inside my doors to see. Her whole thing was community should know it. So I was inspired, rooted in the community, rooted in my family. So I thought of the seeds that my family planted with my business in this community. And when you plant seeds, things grow. So I created these vines. I tore these papers, cut these papers, stapled these papers, and these vines start in my store and they're growing into here, into this space, because we are also rooted in this community. So her art created my art, and honestly, never have I been so moved by somebody else's art that I wanted to create art around it. So I was just really excited, super excited to do it. And this is going to stay in the window through the summer because, I mean, people need to see it. And if it can inspire other people to do my style of art or her style of art and, you know, in writing, I think it's a cool thing.
I love it. We immediately, so we had seen her post. We were excited about it. We haven't gotten it together yet, but we're going to do it. So I totally understand, because we were, and our staff was like, what does that mean? We don't know anything about it, but we want to learn and we want to encourage creativity. And then we have also been trying to identify art in the community as an arts council. So when we saw the window growing,
Literally
we come by
growing
here like every day. So we were like, something's going on there. We need to find out. It's a beautiful marriage of the visual arts and then word art. You know, poetry, I guess. But you know, it's a wonderful way for that to come together and really bless the community, because like you said, you don't even have to come in to experience it, and it's wonderful.
I mean, I don't want to speak for her, but like her word is to just understand the community and to love the community. And who I am taking over this shop, yes, customers are what let me keep my doors open, but I thrive on just letting people have a safe space here. And how I create safe space is by creating art and comfort within my walls. And so if this makes you stop and have a moment, whether you come in or not, and in the evening, then maybe you come in, or maybe you tell 3 other friends to come in here and have a moment with her word and with my art. And that's all I could ever want.
Yeah, I love that. Was perfectly said. And it made me think about my question too. Like, I love poetry so much that I do want it to be accessible. Not everyone can buy a book or has access to get a book, but if they're taking a walk, they have access to poetry. And I was like, this is perfect. Like, she just took the words. I mean, they were her story. I just put it in the form of poetry. But, anyone can come up here and read poetry and have access to art, which is super important to me without, having to have many resources. It's right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
You completely moved me. Like, seriously. I'm serious.
I love it.
Like, I was so excited.
I'm excited.
It was the coolest thing.
I'm still
I couldn't
excited.
be more ecstatic that I got to do it.
I still feel like I'm looking at it for the first time. So fun.
Yeah, it's very inspiring, and I think that's the other thing. What I love about, and I would classify this as fiber art because of the paper.
Yeah.
But what I love about it is anybody has access to a newspaper.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like it's the same as we all have words, and maybe you can show people how to use them in a new way.
Yeah.
And you've done something amazing with
Yes.
just, what a magazine or
Old
something.
magazines.
Yeah.
These are old catalogs, and I was like, I don't want to just throw them away. Let's recycle them.
Yeah.
And it was perfect timing because she had written that poem, and it all just meshed together.
Yeah. I mean, our whole Arts for All is our motto, is we want to remove barriers to the arts for people, and so this is perfect. Yeah.
You have scissors, a stapler, and paper. You can create
Yes.
this.
Yes, I love it.
I love it.
So creative. Both for sharing with the community, really, because
You're welcome.
people do often feel like, well, that's not for me, but for it to be in a window where anyone can experience
It's
it.
attainable.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also think like if they do come in your shop and they buy a shirt, it's not just a shirt from Walmart. Like they're buying your story.
Sure.
Yeah.
It hits differently when you put on that sweater for the first time and know that you bought it from a small business owner who's had the business since her parents ran it. Like it's different. It hits differently.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. And it gives, by the same idea, like if I can't afford to buy anything today because I have to get my bills paid, I can still come in there and have the experience and the smells. The smells are what always hits me.
You're
I'm a
always
smell
welcome
person.
to come in and hang out.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and that's what community is about.
Yep.
Creating these spaces.
Yeah. So
I
exciting.
love it. Good job.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.